What was supposed to be a night of celebration turned into disaster after 4 friends who were all drunk left the bar in the city without a designated driver. Designate a driver. Don't drink and drive.
This is your news source evening bulletin for today, Thursday, the 12th day of September in the year 2024. I'm Gordon Mosley reporting, and here's what we're tracking tonight. Guyana's $646 million loan application to the U.S. Exim Bank is one step closer to approval, according to Vice President Barrett Jagdeo. The government is seeking the loan for the gas ashore energy project. At a press conference today, Mr. Jagdeo said the Exim Bank now has all of the information it needs, and it is likely that the application will go to the bank's board of directors within the next month. Following the process, the vice president explained that the U.S. Exim Bank has since hired 2 consultants for environmental and technical studies to be conducted. He said those consultants have since reported that the project is technically and environmentally sound.
Those are the 2 things that were necessary. So when they go to their board, they would then say, we have done our due diligence. The project is technically and environmentally sound because the financial case is already made.
The vice president sought to put to rest speculation that the project is not viable, hence the lengthy delays in getting the loan approved. To justify the delay for the loan approval, Mr. Jagdeo made the case of the loan for the Suzaik-Linden Highway from the Islamic Development Bank, which he said was only approved last year, although the government was working on that loan since it took office in 2020.
You can't, anybody going for multilateral funding and who had the experience of doing so would know this. The people here think this is like a private bank. You can walk up tomorrow and borrow a loan and get the money. Anyone who has had a modicum, a tiny bit of experience with multilateral funding would know that before they go to their boards, they do their own due diligence on the project.
A number of activists have written to the U.S. Exim Bank trying to block the loan, raising environmental and other concerns. Concerns regarding the project's feasibility have also been raised. But Mr. Jagdeo said the project is the most feasible one yet. He said once the loan application gets to the board next month, it will then have to go to the U.S. Congress for 35 days and then back to the board for final approval.
That is how it works. That's the procedure of Exim Bank. We didn't create the procedure. They didn't create it for Guyana. That's their standard procedure. And the fact that we have gone through to their satisfaction all the technical and environmental issues, we passed the due diligence there.
And the vice president said he believes that the opposition has been raising concerns about the project because it will be his government that will be solving the problem of energy efficiency and lower costs for energy. More news coming up in just a moment.
It all starts with one. Maybe it's one look, you know the one, or one touch, even one word. It can start with one step, or one promise, one thrill, one first time, one deep breath, one leap of faith, one day to remember, or one night to forget. One moment, so many stories that make up one crazy, average, everyday, fabulous life. We get one life, just one. Make your move. It all starts with one.
Your own home is so much more than just four walls, floors, and ceilings. It's a lifetime of great memories and stories. Come talk to us and start your journey home today.
Republic Bank. We're the one for you.
Are you ready to elevate your career with a world-class education from the comfort of your home? The University of Excellence Management and Business, UEMB, Guyana's premier accredited and recognized tertiary institution, invites you to join one or more of our comprehensive 145-degree programs. Registration is now open for our next intake on September 9 and every 2 months thereafter. Enroll now and secure a 50% scholarship. Choose from an ABA, BBA, MBA, MPM, EMBA, EMPM, and LLM degrees, available in 14 specializations. Whether you hold an undergraduate degree, a diploma, or relevant professional qualifications, apply. We are an accredited degree-granting tertiary institution in Guyana. Our programs are also equivalent to a USA Regional Accredited degree. Submit your completed application form, proof of entrance qualification, and any form of ID. For more details, visit our administrative office in the Critchlow Labour College, front building, Wolford Avenue, or call 225-1395, 225-1397-9, 618-3434, and 681-3434. Progressing to a degree is as easy as ABC with UEMB. Deal with the best and forget the rest.
I can't wait until tomorrow.
Yes.
Start packing this, yeah?
I ain't start packing yet. Usually I pack a couple hours before and I go. Drive. I got my phone, I got my keys, my charger, my
Procrastinating planning for the future? Well, that's never a good idea. Let Demerara Mutual and Demerara Fire and General help you get started with planning for your future today. I'm with Dem.
For the best and most affordable way to ship to Guyana, ship with Fist Freight. Sign up and take advantage of our business accounts, consolidation, a login portal to view your shipments, and if you shop on Amazon, we'll help you get the taxes you pay on Amazon refunded. That's money back in your pocket. We love bringing you savings. Sign up today and get started for free. Pick up locations in Berbice and in Georgetown.
An investigation is being carried out by the Guyana Police Force and the Child Care Protection Agency after an 11-year-old girl gave birth at the Georgetown Public Hospital. The young child was reportedly rushed to the hospital earlier this week and gave birth on Wednesday. Information about the incident made its way to social media, and the Ministry of Human Services said it immediately carried out an investigation through the Child Care and Protection Agency. Later this afternoon, the ministry said that the matter was investigated months ago and handed over to the police, and that the file was with the Director of Public Prosecutions. The ministry also reported that a suspect has since been held in the matter. Guyana has been listed among more than 80 countries and territories whose citizens will be required to have an electronic travel authorization granted to them before traveling to the United Kingdom. Canada and the United States and several Caribbean countries are among the other countries that will face the same requirement, which takes effect from the 8th of January next year. In a statement, the British government said the decision is part of post-Brexit reforms to strengthen border security and manage migration flows more effectively. The electronic travel authorization system was first launched in the UK in November of last year for an initial pilot phase for citizens of Qatar, but it has since been expanded to a number of other countries. The ETA costs £10 and is valid for 2 years or until the passport expires if the time on the passport is less. The ETA allows multiple trips to the UK during the period. The application process can be completed online, and the decision on the application is expected to be granted within 3 days. The British government has emphasized that the application must be made before travel to the UK. Guyanese were granted visa-free travel status to the United Kingdom just 2 years ago. That visa-free status remains in place, but under the new regulation, authorization for travel to the UK will have to be granted first by the British government.
The Guyana Elections Commission GECOM is currently conducting a national registration exercise. Who can register? Anyone who will be 14 years or older by December 31st, 2024 and is a Guyanese citizen by birth, descent, naturalization, or is a citizen from a Commonwealth country living in Guyana for 1 year or more. How to apply for registration? You must visit the GECOM registration office that is responsible for the registration of persons from your area of residence to apply for registration or name change or correction. You must be in possession of the following source documents as might be relevant: original birth certificate or valid Guyana passport for new registration, original marriage certificate and original birth certificate in the case of a name change by way of marriage, original deed poll and original birth certificate in the case of a name change by deed poll, original naturalization certificate and original birth certificate or valid passport in the case of naturalization. This registration exercise will end on November 29th, 2024. For further information, please contact GECOM on the following hotline numbers: 225-027729, 226-6557, 223-9650, or visit the GECOM website at www.gecom.org.gy.
Your own home is so much more than just four walls, floors, and ceilings. It's a lifetime of great memories and stories. Come talk to us and start your journey home today.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Monster! Bust the flavors. We're full of flavors. Bust the flavors that me crave for. We're full of flavors. Tell your neighbors about the bust the flavors. Grab a bust the flavors. Yeah, thirst buster. Grab a buster. Bust the flavor, taste the savor. Buster, bust the flavors. Buster, bust the flavors.
It all starts with one. Maybe it's one look, you know the one, or one touch, even one word. I can start with one step, or one promise, one thrill, one first time, one deep breath, one leap of faith, one day to remember, or one night to forget. One moment, so many stories that make up one crazy, average, everyday, fabulous life. We get one life, just one. Make your move. It all starts with one.
Well, the government has imposed a ban on sand trucks parking along the Rheinfeldt reserves, citing safety and other concerns. Public Works Minister Juan Edgel visited the area today and led the removal of 11 sand trucks, which were parked at the industrial estate in the vicinity of DSL Cash and Carry on the east bank of Demerara. According to the minister, the trucks had been illegally using the state reserve as a base for their operations, which resulted in the disruption of business activities of the nearby Continental Agency subsidiary, Torgadel Paints.
The sand is finding its way into the factory and it is contaminating the paint. This matter has reached the courts. We have come and have removed these truck drivers before. Just under 2 weeks, the police have come and have removed them. They have returned.
The minister said the truckers have attempted to negotiate with the government for alternative locations to conduct their business. He said the situation has gotten worse by the truckers' practice of dumping leftover sand on the reserves.
But from today, whether it's these 11 or 12 that we met here or any other sand truck, we are preventing and prohibiting the parking of sand trucks here for sale from now. The government has initiated a plan, and I met with all the truckers at the stadium, where we are going to develop a piece of land to put all the articulated vehicles, commercial land, they could rent it and all the rest of it. But we just can't continue allow the lawlessness to happen.
Minister Edgell also noted that a sign and barricades will be erected at the site, and any truck found in violation of the instruction will be impounded. Traffic ranks of the Guyana Police Force are expected to monitor the area. Well, several postage stamps bearing Guyana's name and featuring U.S. politicians have been flagged by the Guyana Post Office Corporation as fake and illegal. In a statement, the Post Office Corporation today said that counterfeit postage stamps are currently being circulated globally and were produced and issued without the approval or knowledge of the Guyanese authorities. The Guyana Post Office Corporation reminded that it is the official body responsible for issuing postage stamps in the country, and any stamp not officially released by the Guyana Post Office Corporation is considered unauthorized and should not be advertised or marketed for sale or otherwise by or on behalf of the Post Office Corporation, Guyana, or the government of Guyana. The Post Office is advising stamp collectors and the general public to exercise caution and verify the authenticity of any stamps before use. Additionally, persons are being encouraged to contact the Post Office Corporation immediately if they come across any suspicious stamps claiming to be from Guyana. The matter is being investigated to safeguard the integrity of Guyana's postal services. A drug eradication exercise that was conducted by the police in the Upper Berbice River area unearthed a number of large marijuana farms and led to the destruction of $41 million worth of marijuana, according to a police statement. The police said ranks from Police Division 10 carried out the operation on Monday, which lasted for more than 9 hours. A total of 3 camps were destroyed, the police said. At the first camp, a 1-acre farm was found with about 200 marijuana plants, measuring approximately 3 feet in height. At the second camp, another farm was discovered. The 2-acre farm was found with more than 400 marijuana plants, ranging from 6 inches to 8 inches in height. And the police statement also indicated that at the third camp, a drying area was seen with about 100 pounds of dried marijuana, and the farm measuring about 2 acres with about 400 plants, ranging from 1 inch to 6 inches in height. Additionally, the police said ranks also discovered 9 live 12-gauge cartridges at the scene of the third farm. The police said all of the plants and the farms were completely destroyed by fire. There were no arrests as all 3 camps were abandoned at the time of the operation.
GECOM is currently conducting a national registration exercise. Who can register? Anyone who will be 14 years or older by December 31, 2024 and is a Guyanese citizen by birth, descent, naturalization, or is a citizen from a Commonwealth country living in Guyana for 1 year or more. It is the civic duty and legal responsibility of all persons who meet the eligibility requirements to apply for registration. By doing so, you will be ensuring that you are issued a national identification card and be included in the official lists of electors for future elections, providing you meet all eligibility criteria. Persons could be prosecuted, fined, or even sent to prison for failing or refusing to apply for registration. This registration exercise will end on November 29, 2024. For further information, contact GECOM on 225-0277-9 or visit the website www.gecom.org.gy.
Win one of 10 great prizes in the Mobile Dip and Win promotion. Win a motorcycle, TVs, shopping sprees, or free mobile lubricant. Just buy any mobile lubricant, collect your entry form, complete it, and drop it into boxes provided at leading stores. Yes, buy any mobile lubricant and have a chance to win great prizes. Promotion ends October 2, 2024. Mobile lubricant, proven performance for your engine.
What was supposed to be a night of celebration turned into disaster after 4 friends who were all drunk left the bar in the city without a designated driver. Designate a driver. Don't drink and drive.
It all starts with one. Maybe it's one look. You know the one. Or one touch. Even one word. I can start with one step. Or one promise. One thrill. One first time. One deep breath. One leap of faith. One day to remember. Or one night to forget. One moment. So many stories that make up one crazy, average, everyday, fabulous life. We get one life. Just one. Make your move. It all starts with one.
Guyana's economy is rapidly transforming, and we're all part of it. Guyoil is at the forefront of this development by providing reliable and efficient energy and supporting community development from the very core. 100% of Guyoil's profit goes back to building schools, roads, and other important infrastructure that connects our cities and towns, providing fuel to domestic, marine, industrial, and aerial transportation. Guyoil has now repositioned itself as a market leader in the petroleum industry, building a better future for all of us.
Across the region tonight, the U.S. government has announced that it was imposing sanctions on 16 allies of Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro in response to widespread voter fraud in the country's recent elections and his government's ensuing crackdown on political opposition. The move came just days after Edmundo Gonzalez, recognized by the U.S. and other countries as the winner of the recent presidential election, fled to Spain after Maduro's government issued a warrant for his arrest. Among those targeted for sanctions were Supreme Court President Carlisa Rodriguez, Electoral Council Director Rochelle Bagil, and National Assembly Vice President Pedro Infante. The list also includes others linked to the election, as well as military and intelligence officials alleged to have led a campaign of post-election repression. As part of the measures, the U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken said Washington was also imposing visa restrictions on an unspecified number of Maduro-aligned officials. In Antigua, tonight, Loop Caribbean News is reporting that the government of Antigua and Barbuda has decided to prohibit the establishment of any new casino sites across the nation. Cabinet spokesperson Lionel Hurst cited concerns about gambling's impact on workers' finances and family welfare. He explained the decision and said that the government of Antigua and Barbuda has listened to women, the housewives, and those connected to men, revealing a pattern where some men, instead of going home with their earnings to support their families, are stopping off at casinos with the hope of winning more money. Unfortunately, the official noted the gamblers often leave their wages behind at those casinos. The government spokesperson acknowledged the limitations of government intervention in personal choices, stating that the government cannot stop people from engaging in risky behavior, but they can reduce the opportunities for it. And finally tonight, international news. Russia's defense ministry says its forces have recaptured 10 settlements seized by Ukrainian forces in a surprise incursion in Russia's Kursk border region last month. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky confirmed that Russia had begun counteroffensive actions, which is going in line with the Ukrainian plan. Russia said its units of the North forces had reclaimed the settlements over 2 days in the area around Snagost, on the western flank of the area occupied by Ukraine in its campaign launch back in August. The first indication of a counteroffensive had come from a Special Forces commander who said 6 Ukrainian brigades had suffered heavy casualties. A Ukrainian officer fighting in the Kursk region told the BBC that the Russian counteroffensive had begun some distance to where they're located. And that's your News Source Evening Bulletin for tonight. I'm Gordon Mosley reporting and encouraging you to have a safe and enjoyable night.